Nobody in NASCAR history has ever done what Tyler Reddick just did. Not Richard Petty, not Dale Earnhardt, not Jeff Gordon, not Jimmie Johnson. Nobody. 3 consecutive wins to open a Cup Series season: Daytona, Atlanta, COTA, and the man who stood between him and that record on Sunday at Circuit of the Americas was the most dangerous road course driver the sport has ever seen. What happened in Austin today was one of the most compelling races of the early season, and it ended with history being made and a 5-race road course winning streak finally brought to a halt. If NASCAR runs through your veins, hit subscribe. We cover every race, every rivalry, and every moment that matters. Let's go through the race from the beginning, because how this played out matters enormously. Tyler Reddick started from pole, but Chase Briscoe immediately went 3 wide into turn 1 on the opening lap and took the lead out from under him. Ryan Blaney then ran Briscoe down with what looked like genuinely superior long-run pace, pulling away to several seconds over the field and looking for all the world like he might be the man to beat on Sunday. Meanwhile, starting 13th for the 2nd consecutive week at a road course, Shane Van Gisbergen was doing what Shane Van Gisbergen does. He cut through the field lap by lap, corner by corner, braking later and carrying more mid-corner speed than almost everyone around him, and had fought his way up to 3rd before stage 1 was even halfway done. By the time the leaders made strategy calls at the end of the first stage, several drivers short pitting to gain track position, the road was cleared for Ross Chastain to take the stage 1 win, with Van Gisbergen slotting into 2nd and the race reset entirely. Reddick took control for the first time midway through the race, leading until he pitted with 3 laps remaining in stage 2 to position himself for the long final run. Ty Gibbs, who had been patient and precise all afternoon, swept the 2nd stage. And then came the moment that changed everything. Ross Chastain, the stage 1 winner, lost a wheel at the worst possible time. His Trackhouse Chevrolet shed its right front tire, sending him spinning off track and triggering the caution that set up the final 16-lap shootout. It was heartbreaking for Chastain, who had been one of the most effective drivers on the circuit all afternoon and would eventually be classified 35th. But for Reddick and Van Gisbergen, it was the moment they had been preparing for all day. On the restart with 16 laps to go, Van Gisbergen was electric. He dived past Ryan Blaney through the S's, going downhill in the most committed manner imaginable, and locked himself into 2nd place, directly behind Reddick. And then he hunted him. For 8 consecutive laps, Van Gisbergen filled Reddick's mirrors, probing, searching, looking for the line that would give him a way through. The circuit was buzzing. The commentary team was barely keeping it together. And Reddick, under the most intense pressure of his extraordinary 2026 season so far, did not crack. "I was just trying to minimize mistakes. Shane is so good," Reddick said afterward. He kept his Toyota planted on the exit of every corner, used every inch of the Toyota's horsepower and forward drive heading up the hill toward turn 1, and slowly, lap by lap, began to inch away. By the final 6 laps, Van Gisbergen's tires had begun to give up slightly the tire wear that had decided so many of these road course battles this season, working against him for once. Reddick crossed the line 3.944 seconds clear. History made. His words in victory lane were direct and genuine, carrying the weight of exactly what that moment meant. It means the world. It's so fitting we get going at the end there. I'm leading, and there's SVG, the guy I've been trying to beat for a while now. Just to be able to outlast him there and hold on for the win is just incredible. Just really proud of this Chumba, Casino, Toyota, Camry. We worked really hard. He led 58 of the race's 95 laps a race high and averaged a finishing position of 4.2 across 5 career COTA starts. This was his 2nd win at the circuit, his first coming in 2023, and the first time in his career he has multiple victories at a single track. The records Reddick now owns are almost impossible to fully process. He is the first driver in the entire history of NASCAR's Cup Series to win the opening 3 races of a season. The last team to achieve that feat was Petty Enterprises, 2311. Co-owned by Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin, has now led 206 laps across the first 3 races of 2026 and has not finished lower than first in any of them. Jordan, who spent his basketball career engineering exactly these kinds of impossible pressure moments, was watching from the pit box and admitted that even he got nervous when Van Gisbergen came charging. He had a chance to win 3 in a row, and that's the hardest one to win, Jordan said. He kept to his strategy, and the guys put together a great car. Billy Scott did an unbelievable job calling the race. You see, SVG coming back there, you get a little nervous, but I think he had him covered pretty much the whole day. Jordan also confirmed he will be at Phoenix next week to see if Reddick can extend the streak to 4. Now for Van Gisbergen, and despite finishing second, his story on Sunday deserves its own chapter. He came from 13th to finish second in the Cup race, won on Saturday in the O'Reilly Series after one of the most spectacular single-corner passes you will ever see, and was the only driver on the circuit capable of genuinely threatening Reddick in the final stage. His 5-race road course winning streak in the Cup Series is over, but the manner of it ending, with him pushing the eventual winner all the way to the final laps, tells you exactly who he is. His reaction was characteristically honest. We lacked a little bit of turn and a little bit of drive. Tyler was just amazing. The way he was driving was really good, and his car was good. We just didn't quite have enough. It was still an amazing result, but you're always disappointed with second when the expectations are so high. That last sentence, disappointed with second, at the track he has never won at, against a driver making NASCAR history, says everything about the standards Van Gisbergen has set for himself in this sport. Behind them, Christopher Bell took third, a result that provides genuine relief after crashes at Daytona and Atlanta left him buried in the standings, entering COTA. His decision to take fresh tires during the final caution proved exactly right, and the defending COTA winner showed that his record at this circuit, never finishing lower than third in any completed race here, is no accident. Ty Gibbs was 4th, Michael McDowell 5th, and the rest of the top 10 was completed by Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, AJ Allmendinger, and Denny Hamlin. Connor Zilisch, who started Saturday's O'Reilly race from pole and looked set for a breakout performance, was spun twice at Turn 1 during the Cup race, and eventually finished 14th, a frustrating afternoon for a rookie who showed genuine front-running pace throughout the week. Alex Bowman had to climb out of his car mid-race feeling ill, with Myatt Snyder taking over the No. 48 Hendrick Motorsports Chevrolet to see out the afternoon. The next race is Phoenix Raceway on March 8th, and the conversation that is going to follow this team everywhere they go from now until someone stops them is very simple. Just how long can this possibly last? What do you think? Can Tyler Reddick make it 4 in a row at Phoenix, or does this finally come to an end on an oval? And does Shane Van Gisbergen come back and finally check COTA off his list later this season? Drop your predictions in the comments. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button and subscribe for more NASCAR news. I'll catch you in the next one.